everyone what you're eating. Wow. I just went to Bye Bye Baby yesterday and got Kyla some new stuff, especially for eating. This silicone placemat is really cool. It suctions there so they can't throw the whole plate. I got a transition cup to help kind of teach them how to drink on their own out of like a sippy cup. It has easy grip silicone handles. And then this bib is also silicone and it just catches everything that she drops. Have some more egg yolk, baby. Oh, it's mama's finger. For breakfast today, I made some cooked egg yolk, some raspberries mushed up, and then this is actually a breast milk pancake, and I just kind of cut it into fingers so it's easy for her. Oh, she likes. Here, baby, hold it down low so you can eat it. And she just chews it up and takes off little pieces at a time. In there, I put like 1/3 of a mashed banana, the tiniest bit of a whisked egg, and then breast milk, and then a little bit of baby cereal as the binding agent. So totally baby friendly. I'm just trying to get her to eat more in the mornings because with just her baby cereal alone, she's just lost interest. She really hates eating it and it's like a struggle bus to get her to finish it. So I'm trying to be creative and come up with ways where I can incorporate it into other things that are also super nutritious. Kyla's pediatrician gave us the go-ahead to have cooked egg yolk at the 7-month mark. And then of course she's been cleared to have fruits and veggies last month. And then the pancakes are totally baby friendly, made with everything that she's allowed to eat. She's just sitting in her little bumbo. I did have Coco Melon on in the background, but I think it was distracting her, so I turned it off. And now she's definitely focusing a little more on her food. Yummy. Good girl. Oh, I don't know if I could wear these with the LED lights. Yeah, I'm just gonna go blind. It'll be fine. Whatever. Hey guys, it's Kirsten and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing my first ever YouTube paycheck, and I'm also going to be sharing with you some of the tips and tricks that I have for you guys to succeed in starting your own YouTube channels. If that is something that you're interested in doing, or if you already have a channel and you just want to know how to set yourself up for success. I'm obviously not an expert, but I know quite a few things that have definitely helped me a lot and that are responsible for how my channel has been getting about 1,000 subscribers a week with my consistent uploads. So to hear everything that you need to know, just keep on watching. I have a list on my phone of all the topics that I wanted to touch on that are important, and I guess I'm just gonna dive right in. I'll start off with talking about my first YouTube paycheck. So as of April 16th, that was the day that I was officially monetized. That is when my channel started earning money. It was a little over halfway through the month, and I was paid from April 16th, and the cutoff date was April 30th. And from that half a month, my first paycheck, I will include a screen cap of my Google AdSense report. It was $227.18. Yeah, I'm just looking at my laptop here if you guys are wondering what I'm staring at. But that was my first ever paycheck. Since then, they have definitely gone up and up each month, which is really cool. My first full paycheck, which is where I got a full month's worth of earnings, was from May 1st to May 31st, and that, I will include a screen cap here, it was $1,350.73. So that was my first real full month's paycheck, and since then, it's just gotten higher and higher, which is amazing. I know some people may not feel comfortable talking about how much money they make, and I'm just strictly making this video for the purpose of educating you guys and kind of giving you an inside eye on what happens when you are on the creating side of YouTube content. When I first started making YouTube videos and when I first even thought about wanting to make a channel, I went on my computer and I tried to search videos on YouTube about things that I needed to know, or just some of the tips and tricks, or some of the, you know, actual realistic information regarding how much you make and this and that, and I couldn't find anything. And I think it's just because a lot of people treat other creators as their competition, and they don't necessarily want to divulge all the information because it may like threaten their income in some way. But I definitely don't think that. I think that everyone is entirely unique, and most channels have their own niche and purpose, and I just want to be open and honest with you guys because I know I would have appreciated all the information that I'm about to say. I wish I had a video like this to watch before I started my channel, because I definitely looked for it and I just couldn't find it. The first thing you should do when you are thinking about starting your own YouTube channel, before you even make a profile, you upload your first video, is pick a niche. Pick a specific niche and stick to it. The more specific you can go, the better chances you'll have of succeeding. People, when you're first starting out, want to know what they can expect from your channel. So when you are thinking about starting a channel, you shouldn't just look to post every aspect of your life and this and that. You should try to focus as much as you can when you're establishing yourself into at most 3 main pillars. Mine are motherhood, lifestyle, and fitness. Those were mine that I came up with. I knew I wanted to center my channel around being a new young mom, but I didn't want to limit myself into only being able to produce motherhood content. So from the beginning, even though I didn't necessarily post a lot of lifestyle content or fitness content right off the bat, I knew that I wanted to in the future, so I put that on my profile just to show people what to expect and to try to keep my channel kind of in the reins of not being too free range. It has a rather specific focus, or 3 main focuses. So when you're thinking about starting a channel, that's the first thing I would advise you guys to do, is at most pick 3 areas that you want to cover, and you want to include those pillars in your channel art and maybe even in the intro or outro of your videos, just to let your viewers know what they should be expecting in the future. It is so important to be consistent, because that'll just help you attract an audience that will stay and that you know will be interested in your future videos if they happen to click on the first, and so on and so on. Once you've established your pillars and you know what type of content you're going to focus on your channel, then you can go ahead and set up your actual physical profile. First thing you want to do, of course, is establish a name, what you want to be known by. I wouldn't advise you guys to include your first and last names on the internet, because obviously privacy reasons. It's scary how much information people can get their hands on just from knowing your first and last name. So just pick a name, one that's not your full name. Secondly, you want to establish your pictures on your channel. So your channel art, your profile picture, stuff like that. I'll put mine here just so you guys can see it, just so you know what I'm talking about. For your channel art, you want to have something that includes your 3 pillars. The better quality it is, the better it'll be for your channel. A really good platform that I use to make all of my channel art is Canva. It has templates for channel art, thumbnails. If you're a fan of making cute little posts on any of your other social media platforms, Canva is amazing. That's what I have always used. Once you establish your profile photo and your channel art, you also want to set up your channel links. That I will show you here and kind of circle it. It's the little like squares in the right hand side of your channel art that people can click on to go and check out other various websites or social media profiles that you want them to see and that you want to divert traffic to. I'm pretty sure I just included my Snapchat, Kyla's Instagram, and my TikTok, which I don't really upload on, but I really want to try because I really want to learn more dances. I don't know, I really like TikTok dances. I'm trying to wait until like I lose 30 more pounds before I'm like super confident though and really bust a move, but I'm gonna try harder to upload more on TikTok because I love it. Not that I have many followers, I literally have like 3 followers, but you know, do it for yourself. It makes me happy, so why not? Aside from your profile picture, channel art, and channel links, you want to establish yourself a good bio, especially when you're just starting out and you don't necessarily have a lot of videos on your platform. You don't want to write a novel like, hi, my name is Kirsten and I like to sing and dance and I'm also a mom and so I'll post some stuff like blah blah blah. You want to keep it as short and to the point as possible, but while being as informative as necessary, I guess. Things to think of that you might want to include are obviously your name, your age, maybe something unique about yourself that relates to the content you're going to be posting, whatever else it may be. But I would advise that you keep it no more than like 2 sentences, just something sweet, short, and to the point. Once you've picked a niche, establishing your pillars, and you've set up the physical profile, then you can go ahead and think about setting yourself up a schedule. A schedule is really important to have to film, edit, and upload, just to help make sure that you're producing and uploading content regularly and consistently, so your viewers and your subscribers know when to expect content from you and when to keep coming back. If you do come up with how many times you want to upload, say that's once a week or twice a week, include that in your channel art so people know, and also verbally communicate that in your videos so your viewers know. For example, with mine, I just say that I'm uploading new videos weekly because I'm kind of all over the place and I don't want to commit to a day because that seems really scary and like puts even more pressure on my shoulders. So I just know that I try my best to upload 1 video a week. So new uploads weekly. If you want to pick out some specific days and say you're going to upload every Tuesday and Saturday, say that. Put that on your channel art so it's visible and it can be seen. The next stuff you need to know kind of relate to the YouTube algorithm. The YouTube algorithm is a science. It honestly is something that has changed in the past. Like, I think the most recent change was in 2017. And I'll tell you everything that I know about the algorithm, but again, I'm no pro. I'm literally just a mom who started making YouTube videos, and I did my own research, and this is just all the intel that I've kind of gathered from the research that I've done. First thing that will help the algorithm like you is by doing what I had previously mentioned and uploading consistently. Another thing that the algorithm will like you for is uploading videos that are 10 to 20 minutes in length. That seems to be the magic number. Also, YouTube recently changed their policies, and any video that wants to be monetized now does have to be a minimum of 10 minutes long. The next thing that is a big piece of having your videos get a lot of views organically, you want to use keywords. If you guys aren't sure what keywords are, I'll kind of do my best to explain. Basically, they are literally the keywords that you use in your titles, in your thumbnail, in your video itself that you're speaking. And there is a program that actually helps you choose what the best keywords are to include that will help your video succeed. This program is a free browser extension, and it will be your best friend. And if it's not, you should make it your best friend, because it is the only reason why one of my videos went viral and brought a bunch of traffic to my channel, and that is the reason why I have so many subscribers that I do. And also because I like to think I post some, you know, interesting stuff from time to time. But I'll include a little screen cap in the corner to kind of walk you guys through the process. This is Tubebuddy. You want to log into your YouTube account through your Google profile or whatever. You want to start your license, whatever that means. Mine is free. I haven't felt the need to upgrade because I don't think it's entirely necessary. Like, there are some features to paying for the higher tiered licenses, but I've gotten by just with the starter, so I think most people could too. It's totally manageable. But if you do have under 1,000 subscribers, like when you're first starting out, you can pay for the year for a really small amount, and I'd highly advise you to do that when starting out, because I would have. So once you've downloaded it and it's like on your computer, when you go into YouTube, you'll see this little thing here. That's it. This is like its little dashboard. It can help you produce keywords, thumbnails. It'll also give you reports and allow you to test certain videos and how well they'll do once you upload them based on the keywords and stuff that you've chosen. So what I do primarily when I use Tubebuddy is I use it to help me pick out titles. Titles include the keywords that I'm going to want to use in my thumbnails and in the video itself. So let's say my next video that I'm going to be posting is actually going to be my 3 to 6 month baby must-haves. So let's try to find a nice little wording that will help this upcoming video succeed the most. Also, I don't know why, but this is just a thing. When you have your titles, do them in all caps and include funky little punctuation characters. The algorithm seems to like that. So for example, I'm gonna go 3 to 6 month baby must-haves, and including numbers sometimes helps too. So I'm gonna go 2020. I'm gonna use this like line thing. What you need to get. I don't know. Again, I just like do one general search and then I improve it from there. So I go into the side and I press show keyword score. This is what's going to give us our idea of how good of a title this is. You want something that scores green for both the search volume and competition. Ideally, you want to find something that is searched a lot but doesn't have a lot of competition. So this one apparently is not searched often. However, there's not a lot of competition on it. So it scored 47 out of 100, which translates to good. You have to play with it a lot and just keep adjusting which punctuation you're using, what words, because even if you change one word or add one piece of punctuation, it could boost your score from what it is now, a 47, into the 90s. I've even scored 100 before, and that will really help your YouTube SEO. A YouTube SEO is just the process of optimizing your video success again, or how many views, or natural marketing, like if YouTube kind of like markets or advertises your videos for you. In the YouTube browse features, or put in the play next playlists. I'm gonna try to alter this title. Okay, so after a lot of searching and researching, I have finally found one that I'm happy with. This is probably the most time-consuming process, a title and planning keywords. I've come up with a title that has scored a 64 out of 100, which is deemed very good. It has a decent search volume, but there's not a lot of videos out there with this exact title. So for my next video, I have decided it is going to be called 3 to 6 month baby must-haves in 2020, Kirsten Elizabeth. That is what scored the best. Don't know why, don't know how, but I'm gonna stick with that. Once you've come up with a title with all the keywords that have scored the best, you want to include any or all of those keywords in the following areas. Obviously the title, the description, the video tags, and even the thumbnail. Speaking of thumbnails, that'll be the next thing that I will talk about. Thumbnails are also a part of the algorithm, and you want to pick and use thumbnails that will set you up for the best, what is called click-through rate possible. Click-through rate is basically how many people click on the thumbnail that actually see it. So is it enticing? Does it make a lot of people click? YouTube monitors and keeps track of these things. There's a few things to keep in mind when you're making thumbnails. I've seen this a lot, and it is something that I used to be guilty for, and that is for making thumbnails that are just way too busy. You want to have the highest HD quality thumbnail possible, which will most likely come from your footage and not from something you put together on like a little app on your phone or whatever website. You want to use a screen grab as HD as possible from your video, make it enticing, you know, something that's obviously relevant to your video, but prompt the most clicks or reactions because people are intrigued. You need thumbnails that are going to grab people's attention, but with as minimal of words as possible. I don't think that you should include no more than like 6 words max in your thumbnails, and that's even pushing it. I try to keep it short and to the point, like 4 words is ideal, like max if you are going to include any, or just like a shorter abbreviation of your title. But again, people can read. If they see your little thumbnail, they can read the title, so you don't need to include everything that you include in your title in your thumbnail because they'll be able to read it right there. The picture's just supposed to grab their attention, make them want to click. When I look at a busy thumbnail, I'm just like, oh, that's too much to read. Like, I'm just gonna read the title. You want a thumbnail that's simple, short and sweet, and grabs the most attention possible. You want to avoid using clickbait. That is something that a lot of YouTubers do, but it can actually have adverse effects because people who click on your video and fall for that clickbait, once they realize that, you know, it is just clickbait, they're gonna exit your video and not watch it in its entirety. And that does more damage to your analytics than getting no view at all. Love lip gloss, but I hate when that happens. The next thing that helps you do well with the algorithm is promoting your videos on other platforms that you use, whether that be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, your stories on Instagram or Snapchat, like whatever it is. Whenever you're about to post, let people know on all your other platforms. Promote yourself, shamelessly plug yourself. I do it all the time, and honestly, it's not a big deal. Just bring as much traffic as you can onto your YouTube channel. Another thing that helps you get on the good side of the algorithm is once you post a video, you want to leave a pinned comment. An example of one you can use is just something that brings or encourages engagement from your viewers, like comment down below what your favorite part of this video was, or comment down below what you guys want to see next. And you hit the little pin button so it's right at the top when people see your video, and scroll down after the description box, it'll be right there. But that helps you with the algorithm, and it also helps set up the kind of relationship that you have between you and your viewers, because if you comment back and they see that, then they're gonna know, oh wow, I should keep commenting if I'm actually gonna get a response. Engagement is something that is super important to me because I honestly love the community that I've built on my channel, and I want to hear what you guys have to say. I want to respond, I want to talk back and forth, and that is the best place to do it. Another thing to do with comments that helps you with the algorithm is actually hearting a comment. Not the like, thumbs up, but the little heart button. Take the time to go through your comments on your videos and leave a little heart. It takes 2 seconds, even if you don't really want to respond to everyone. Like, if you just acknowledge them by leaving that heart, it will help your engagement, and it also helps your analytics. So do that. It's a very, very easy, simple thing that doesn't take a lot of time, and it will help you out. Another thing that helps you with the algorithm is using both an end screen and cards on your videos. An end screen is just the little kind of screen that shows up after your video is over. I'll leave an example of mine up in the corner just so you guys know what I'm talking about. That helps you with your analytics and with the algorithm, because obviously it just promotes more foot traffic to other videos on your channel, or other playlists. Yeah, it'll help encourage them to click and go watch more of your other videos, or just go check out your channel in general. Cards are the things that come up in the top right hand corner of your videos. Like when someone talks about another video they made and they say, click up here if you guys want to go and watch it. That is a card. Again, create some natural foot traffic to and from other videos of yours. It also helps you with your algorithm and it contributes to your SEO score. That is pretty much everything that I know that contributes to the algorithm. On Tubebuddy, it will leave a list of things that you can and should do to try to help your video do the best that it can. It will show me down below all the things that are considered the best practices to help your video achieve the best SEO score and to naturally do the best on YouTube. And that is to include, again, like I mentioned, high resolution thumbnail, info cards, end screen, share it on Twitter, share it on Facebook, include a caption, use a pinned comment, use heart comments, and add chapters. Those are just some of the things that you should be doing. Again, that will contribute to your relationship with the algorithm and how well your videos do naturally. Now I'm just going to discuss some tips that don't specifically relate to the algorithm, but obviously everything goes in hand. You want to reference your analytics in your channel, in your YouTube studio, just to give you a gauge of what types of videos do the best on your channel, so you know what you should or maybe shouldn't be doing in the future, and also to stay in tune with which videos are making the most once you're monetized. It also tells you what your key demographics are. That'll help you tailor your content to your audience. It will show you an overview. It'll show you your reach, your engagement, your audience, and your revenue. So, for example, if you look at your audience, it will actually tell you when your viewers are on YouTube. So that tells you what the best times to upload are. That will lead your videos to have the most success. It'll also show you your demographics, so what age and gender your viewers are. That'll help you tailor your content to your audience to make sure that you keep people interested, you keep people coming back. My demographic, for example, is 84.1% female. It is also 56.2% people aged 25 to 34 years old. The next highest percentage is 25.9% of people 18 to 24 years old. My top countries, which is where I receive the most views, #1 is actually India. That ranks #1 at 29.1%. So shout out to all you subscribers from India. Second is the United States. That is at 20.3% of my viewers. Third is the United Kingdom, and fourth is Canada. Analytics show you a lot more than that. This is just an example of some of the stuff, but all the information in your analytics is useful and can be used to help you succeed in some way. So consistently reference it and don't let all this information at your disposal go to waste, because it is there to help you succeed. Also, once you do get monetized, your account is opened up to YouTube's content that is strictly for content creators. It's videos from the YouTube team that share information on things that you can do to help you succeed and yada yada yada. So definitely reference their videos. I've watched a few and I have found them useful. At the end of the day, you could do every single thing possible to try to ensure that you have the best SEO score possible, or to make the algorithm like you. But if you don't produce good content that people want to watch, you're not going to succeed, unfortunately. That's just the reality. The goal is not just for people to click on your video and watch for a few seconds. As I've mentioned, that can be more damaging to your relationship with the algorithm and to your SEO scores than not receiving any views at all. The way I try to set myself up for achieving this goal, I try my best to plan and structure each video that I make. By that I mean just by jotting down key points that I know are important to mention or that I know I want to say, so it keeps my video kind of guided. I don't go here, there, and everywhere and go off on tangents. You want to keep videos as focused as you can, and I know when I first started out, I used to like ramble about this, that, and everything, and I try to include so much into one video, but it just gets too busy. You can make more videos. Don't try to include everything into one, especially with your first video. Take her easy. Try not to ramble for too long about any one thing. Try to keep the video, like I said, guided, structured. I try to follow the plans that I make. That is pretty much everything I wanted to talk about. Hopefully you guys were able to interpret what I'm saying. I know sometimes I feel like I talk in a way that only makes sense to me. If you guys have any other questions, or if you want to see more videos that relate to my experience with YouTube, leave your questions or suggestions down below in the comment section. and I will be happy to help in whatever ways that I can. For a little bit too, I was kind of thinking about doing like coaching for people who want advice or want help starting up a YouTube channel. So let me know down below if any of you guys would be interested in that. If you're thinking about starting your channel, or if you have a channel that you're just starting out with, I would be happy to help any and all of you, because like I said, I don't think of anyone else's competition. No one else will be producing exactly what I'm producing, so I want to help everyone succeed on YouTube, because it is a very nice, very lucrative side income that you get from just literally sitting at home talking to a camera. And I want everyone to go for it, to not hesitate if they do want to start a channel. I just want you guys to set yourselves up for success, because again, all this information I did not know before I started, and I wish I did. So if you guys are on the fence about wanting to start a YouTube channel, just do it. There's no better time, especially than during a pandemic. What else do we have to do? Don't think about what other people will say about you. You want to stay true to yourself and be authentic, because on camera, if you're not, it'll be evident. If you're just trying to talk like someone you're not or be someone you're not, it comes through on camera. So just do it for yourself. Do it for the purpose of pleasing yourself and nobody else. No harm will come from it. It's honestly a lot of fun, and I really enjoy it. It's one of my outlets from school, from being a mom, like all the stress in my life. I do thoroughly enjoy making YouTube videos, and hopefully I will be able to continue to do so for a long time. I will close it out here. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell button beside to get notified every time I post a brand new video. Stay tuned for my next video, which will be my 3 to 6 month baby must-haves for 2020. I'm gonna try my best to keep uploading at least once a week, so sorry again for that 3-week period where I didn't upload, but we'll see you guys next time, which will be very soon.